Growing up, I'm sure that we all had at least one special teacher that we have never forgotten. When we think back upon our favorite teacher, I can almost guarantee you that none of us favored this teacher because of how well they taught you math, history, or even how to read. We grew fond to these teachers because of the compassion they shared. We cared about them because they cared about us. As an unknown author states, kids don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. I do not want to be another mediocre teacher. I want to go above and beyond the curriculum and teach each of my future students how to become good, successful people who know that they have a voice. Before this class, I was a fish in water. I didn't understand a lot of the injustices in our society. I want to empower each of my students with opportunities to think critically on issues outside and inside of the classroom. I want each of my students to know that they all have a voice and that they have the power to make a difference in the world. As Julia Butterfly Hill states, the question is not can you make a difference? You already do make a difference. It's just a matter of what kind of difference you want to make during your life on this planet. I once read a poem titled Butterflies. In this poem, a teacher told one of her students that butterflies are beautiful and should not be killed because they don't do any harm to us. However, at home, the girl's grandparents told her to kill butterflies because they eat the crop that they harvest. Without even realizing what the teacher did, she completely dismissed this little girl's point of view. When I become a teacher, I want to do my very best to never dismiss any of my students' different perspectives. We all see through a different cultural lens, but to understand each of my students, I will need to take that cultural lens off and try to view the world the way they see it. We all come from different places and experience different things. Culture is so much more than just race or religion. Culture is what makes a person for who they are. Culture is food, race, religion, jokes, manners, clothes, and so much more. Many people tend to use the saying, I don't see color, I just see children. Even though this statement comes from a good place, it can be very problematic. When people use the saying, I don't see color, I just see children, they are completely taking away that child's culture. Another quote from an unknown author is, the beauty of the world lies in the diversity of its people. We need diversity. I want all of my students to bring their differences into the classrooms so that way we can learn and grow with each other. A quote from Mary Cowie's book titled Black Ants and Buddhists, she states, time and again, when children ask me good questions, I must say, I don't know, but how could we find out? I must have said that a lot the year Samuel was in 2nd grade, because he ended a note card on the last day of school with, thank you for teaching us what you knew and what you didn't. I took that as a compliment. I won't know the answer to my students' questions all of the time. However, instead of dismissing them because I don't know the answer to the question, it is best to investigate the answer with them. Teaching for social justice means building good, healthy relationships with each of my students. It means to give them opportunities that allow them to make differences in the world. It means providing them with tools such as diverse books to help them get a better understanding of different perspectives. It means to teach in the way that they learn, not in the way I learn. It means to provide a safe place within my classroom so that they all feel welcomed regardless of their differences. It means to empower my students to be good, successful people who will use their voices to make a difference in the world.